Hey guys, Mr. Wyatt here, quickly just doing another video. And today I'm going to be talking about the recent breakup of the Wyatt family. Well, not breakup necessarily, but the kind of, split of the Wyatt family. It wasn't necessarily like a proper, one of them, like Bray Wyatt or any of them turning on each other. They just kind of, obviously they had the promos, promoting Luke Harper and Eric Rowan's singles push. And so now, obviously, I don't think, maybe, in my opinion, I just don't think it's the right thing to do to split up the Wyatt family. I think Bray Wyatt will be fine. I think he would definitely be fine by himself. It's more the other two guys, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, I worry about. Here's why. I'm not taking anything away, especially from Luke Harper. Luke Harper's a great, in-ring talent, especially for a guy his size. He's very, athletic. He can pull off a lot of moves that, not a lot of people of his size, can pull off. And personally, I think he could be a great singles competitor. But in recent history, WWE have just been, really, really awful when it comes to sort of, when people like tag teams or factions split, they usually just, they just do it because they can, and then they don't actually have any real plans for the, split. So nothing happens to them. Here's just a few examples where I think, the team examples of this where the team, split up, and in the sync, no one really went anywhere. The Hart Dynasty, David Hart Smith, especially, he eventually got released a few years later. Tyson Kidd's not really, he's mainly on NXT. I know recently he's been on Raw TV and stuff, but he's not necessarily being pushed. Another example would be Crime Time. Both Shad and JTG just went nowhere after their breakup. Primetime players, Titus O'Neil still jobbing out. Haven't seen Darren Young since, Elimination Chamber, so that's a shame. That's why I worry about Luke Harper, because despite him being talented and stuff, I think he could be a really good singles competitor. But in recent history, WWE hasn't really helped itself. When factions or tag teams split up, apart from the Shield. The Shield is a recent exception, but they seem to actually have a plan for and what had a plan for each Shield member when they split up. But so far though with Luke Harper, they actually seem to be putting on Team Authority, so you never know, he might get a good push. But I'd definitely say I worry the most for Eric Rowan. Clearly WWE doesn't value him that much. In a lot of the tag matches, the Wyatt family were in, whether it was just him and Luke Harper or all three of them, most of the time Rowan was getting pinned, especially towards the beginning. But yeah, and also the gimmick, also the intense promos they gave for him and Luke Harper. You're thinking, maybe they would both become, sort of monsters, like insane kind of, monsters who will dominate their opponents and stuff. But instead with Eric Rowan, we got some sort of kind of, I don't really want to say this because it might offend a lot of people, but a sort of kind of retard gimmick, really kind of like a stupid gimmick. And I don't necessarily know if I like that. I didn't really like the Festus gimmick either. I just thought it was a bit offensive as well. But because it was just kind of, in a way, taking the fun out of people who are slow. Same with the Eugene gimmick as well, I would say. But again, and then it's not just the fact that he's being slow, but he's also having flirting with Renee Young as well. It's clearly a sign of they have no idea what to do with Eric Rowan, so they're just kind of, the first person to say an idea, kind of goes scenario. So I kind of worry for the other two, because, as I said, Harper's talented. He can definitely talk. We know he can. He's done promos and stuff. But I just don't see WWE doing anything with him that will be, good. And same, especially with Eric Rowan, I can just tell they don't care about him at all. So they'll just give him whatever kind of gimmick. They'll probably, you know, yeah, they'll end up having him with some sort of kind of like slow, like, you know, gimmick. But they'll use the sheep mask to, you know, kind of sell, like, you know, sell it as kind of merchandise to make money. But you never know, we could see an Eric Rowan face turn because people might kind of feel sympathy towards him because of, you know, the fact that he's a bit slow and everything. But I really don't like those kind of gimmicks. I find they're a bit kind of, doesn't it really seem like, you know, that it's kind of taking the fun out of people who have kind of special needs and are, you know, a bit slower than everyone else. Yeah, but as I said, Bray Wyatt I think will be perfectly fine without the other two. You know, he's done a lot of great like single stuff while being part of the Wyatt family, so I don't see anything changing. And you know, his feud with Dean Ambrose is actually looking pretty good. So for Bray Wyatt, I'm not worried, but I am for the other two. But you know, especially Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, I could see going, you know, somewhere. It all depends on, you know, if WWE actually have plans for them. With obviously Eric Rowan, they clearly have no plan with him. They just kind of are doing something to kill time. Luke Harper, it's hard to say really, because you had the Eyes promo, like, kind of thing. And then you had him on Raw kind of, you know, say that he's a team player or whatever. So he'll probably be on Team Authority. But again, but after, you know, the Team Authority, Team Cena match, he might go nowhere. So it's hard to say. It's early days. This is just kind of me discussing it. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I know this video is not that long, but I just thought this was something that not many people have been talking about, but I thought I would, you know, talk about myself. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.